hits and lower grabs and resets. I'm like, what's that? So it goes again, it has videos.
Yeah. See what I mean? Go around the app. There's lots of little nuggets in there. There's workouts on there. So if you miss a class, you can come work out by yourself. Oh, look at that shirt.
Every day mine says
It fits you perfect.
and hit class. I mean, I did my hit class, but
Yeah.
then underneath it says hit again. And I'm like, I didn't sign up for additional hits.
So that's, no, so on your plan, the 21-day plan, ours are green on your calendar. So if you did one of your HIT classes, we want you guys to do at least 3 to 4. So mark it off
you
that
want
you did
us
it.
to mark it up.
Yeah.
Okay, I was like, stop that.
Yeah.
You guys do want.
Yeah, play around with the app. There's so much on there for you guys. Tracking your meals. Has anyone tracked their meals before, or like calorie intake, macros, any of those?
Yeah.
So if you have, MyFitnessPal is a great app that connects to your Camp on Demand app. So any of your foods that you calculate will automatically upload into the tab of food. All you do is input your like basic info, your weight, your height, what your goal is. So if you're trying to lose 10 pounds, it will automatically adjust your macros of how much you should be eating. You add in, you did a HIIT class that burned maybe 300 to 400 calories. It replenishes that on your calorie count. So it's really cool. I always recommend that to my clients. If you've never tracked, track at least 2 days to kind of gauge yourself of like, if I walked up to you like, oh, how much protein are you getting? A lot of people don't know that. So it's a great way to kind of gauge how much protein you're getting, how much we need to be getting, and how to transition to get there. Because no one's gonna go from eating 60 grams a day to all of a sudden hitting your body weight. You're gonna throw up or be nauseous. It's just not gonna work. So it's a slow progression thing, but it's a great way to kind of gauge where you're at. So does everyone have the Camp on Demand and know how to open it and see and go about it? That's, if you go to the meal plan tab, that's what we're gonna be going off of. It should be 4 of these pages. One is the empty template, but this is what we're gonna be going off of right now. So if you can pull those up, if you don't care to look at it, you don't have to. I'll be talking
The
about
little
it.
fork and knife?
Yes. Little fork and knife at the bottom, and that's what we're gonna be going off of. Can we like turn off the elevator?
Yep.
Okay, so we're gonna start. So on this nutrition plan, we want you guys eating every 2.5 to 3 hours. So when you wake up, within the first 30 minutes, you're hitting that first meal. So if you are an early riser working out, obviously adjust to that. You can do it after your workout. Just try to get it in right away, because after that first meal, 2.5 hours later, you're hitting your first snack, okay? So this is gonna be, you're gonna learn, it's gonna be important, because if you wanna hit your protein goals and you're gonna be a lot more hungry when you're working out this much, you're gonna wanna start hitting those high protein snacks in between your meals and then right before bed if you're still hungry. So first things first, we talked about getting that meal in within the first 30 minutes. One of the things that have helped in the past are our lipo AM and PMs. Those are for if you want that extra boost to burn fat. The AM one helps with speeding up your metabolism, curbing your sugar cravings, and burning that fat throughout the day. The PM one is great to take before bed. It helps with that REM sleep. It helps with sustaining the burning throughout the night while you're sleeping, as well as recovery throughout the night. So those two are 2 that we recommend if you want that extra boost. Everyone that has taken them during their 21-day has looked to lose about 7 to 10 extra pounds on top. So they're a great supplement. I'm gonna try them out for this one. Another part, like I said earlier, is the gallon water is part of the challenge. So you should be drinking a gallon of water a day. Those like $10 ones on Amazon are great for it. They have the little like slots on it where it's like every hour it has where you should be hitting it. If that helps you, get it. It's $10 or 12. And then if you suck at drinking water like me, I don't like the taste of it, the BCAAs help. I'm gonna be putting, you can put like 2 scoops in that whole gallon water for the day, drink it during your workout. It's like an adult healthy Gatorade. It's gonna help fuel you, replenish your electrolytes while you're working out as well. So that's a great add-on to do. Your meals, if you guys wanna pull up a little list, and we're also gonna be going off of this. So men and women are obviously gonna be different on portion sizing, okay? So this is where your scale, if you haven't gotten it, pick it up at the front. Your scales are gonna be coming into use. If you are anal and meticulous with weighing things, that scale's gonna be your best friend. I'm not like that. I'm gonna use mine the first couple of days just to gauge like how much 4 or 5 ounces of chicken look like, or 4 and 5 ounces of beef look like, so that I can mentally remember it. And then after that, I probably won't use it. I'm not someone that's gonna like pour my honey onto the scale to see how much I'm gonna be using. So women, 4 to 5 ounces per meal of protein. This is meant to be simple. So you do that, you look at the protein, pick one, 4 to 5 ounces, put it on your plate. Next one, carbs, you wanna do 1/3 cup for women, 1/2 cup for men. And then the fats is one item from the list twice a day. So there's things on there like avocado, dark chocolate for all our chocolate lovers. There's peanut butter, almond butter, hummus, mayo, light mayo, and salad dressings, things like that. So we're not really cutting everything out. There's plenty of options here where you can make like amazing foods. And I'm gonna be posting them, like simple meals that you can make ahead of time. You can make one bigger batch and save the leftovers, put them in the fridge, meal prep it 2 days, and you got 2 more meals that week, right? So our whole thing is we wanna simplify it. Don't be intimidated when we are doing nutrition plans and meal prepping. We're here to help you. We're all gonna be posting photos of our food if we want and you're comfortable with it.
Where are we posting this stuff at?
In the group chat, so on Camp
Okay.
on Demand in the 21 Day Challenge group. So that's where you can post photos of your food. That's not only gonna help others with food ideas, it's accountability. So it's like, oh, no cheating, like it's easy to fall off the boat, especially I'm telling you now, the first week's gonna be the hardest, right? Because we're really going from eating whatever we've been eating to a very like strategic plate of food, like 4 or 5 ounces of chicken, that 1/3 cup of carb. Vegetables are unlimited, which are nice. And then fruits, I will say this, there's that myth that fruits are like high in sugar and blah, blah, blah. They are if you're juicing them. If you're eating a whole apple, you're getting the fiber from that fruit that's gonna help digest the sugar, rather than having a cup of apple juice where you're missing the fiber and then you're just drinking sugary juice. And then besides that, healthy carbs, which I was surprised we can do white potatoes. I just didn't think that for some reason. I always think like sweet potatoes, couscous, lentils, things like that. There's an array of things. Jasmine rice, brown rice, oats, black beans, like there's a lot of choices there where we're able to make like bomb meals over the next 3 weeks. Next is snacks. Snacks is a hard one for a lot of my clients that I've had. This is your time to get a strict protein in. So Greek yogurt cups are awesome, but be very careful. We're gonna talk about nutrition labels. Please look at them. You go to the store, there's like 30 yogurts. Over 75% of them have like 14 grams of sugar in it, and it's just not good. You wanna get the not whole milk, the 2% or non-fat Greek plain yogurt. Those ones have at least 14 to 16 grams of protein in a cup, and then you can add in your own sweetness. If you're a sweet tooth, it's hard to eat that by itself, so if you need to do your little drizzle of honey, you wanna put a chopped up banana, strawberry in there, you wanna put one of your artificial sweeteners like monk fruit sugar or something, you can totally do that. Don't put yourself in the pain of eating a plain yogurt cup like that. It's not enjoyable. So other things are protein bars. Majority of the stuff at Trader Joe's are awesome. Like you look at the ingredients on their tortillas, it's corn and a splash of lime, like for their corn tortillas. A lot of the grocery stores have a lot more additives, so look at the nutrition labels. Anything that you're trying to get for protein, if you can get around 20 grams of protein for anywhere around 200 calories, that's great, okay? So like their barbell bars at Trader Joe's are amazing.
How many calories? 20 grams?
200.
For 200.
Yeah, anywhere around there, give or take,
Yeah.
grain of salt. Trader Joe's has a ton of meal stuff that I love, like because I'm here majority of my life. Trader Joe's is where I get my lunches, snacks, things like that. So they have meal preps there that are only $6.99, which aren't bad for on the go. Because let me tell you, if you are not preparing and planning for this, which is why we're doing this before we start, you are gonna be tempted so badly to fall off. Like we all know when we get hangry, we're willing to grab whatever's in front of us, right? Or we're willing to go through In-N-Out or something like that. It's a lot easier to do that when we're really hungry. So prepping and preparing, we're doing meals, and we'll give out examples and things like that. You have a list to grab from. Please try to meal prep on a Sunday, prepare for the whole week. Have your snacks available to you. Yogurt cups, protein bars, protein shakes are a huge, easy one that you can just throw in your bag after the gym. You don't have to have anything preserving it. Protein powder, add your water, shake it, and drink it. Only other one we're gonna talk about is the glutamine. If you are just starting out in your fitness journey or starting HIIT classes, you are gonna be very, very sore, okay? Especially after leg days and stuff, it's hard to walk sometimes. So glutamine's a great supplement that I take too. It helps with muscle recovery, it helps with that next day soreness, and we all know the second day is the worst. So if that's something, that's a great addition to add to it. Besides that, the meal plan's pretty self-explanatory. It does on there give you a little detox drink you can do as well to change it up over the 21 days. It's the water with lemon and cucumber to help with detoxifying. Oh, and fun fact about your little detox, 21 detox that you guys are all doing, take it in the morning every day with your breakfast. You're taking 3 of those pills, okay? And PSA, they are gonna make your pee very, very yellow. Even if you're drinking that gallon of water all day, don't freak out if it's yellow. It's part of the supplements.
We
so.
take 3?
3.
There's 60
There's
pills
enough,
in there?
yeah, I guess so.
With food?
Yeah, with your breakfast in the morning. So make sure you're drinking your water because that's what's gonna help flush out those toxins and stuff. But yeah, 3 in the morning. I know, I think Lily said she does hers at night because she likes the thought of it cleansing her at night. So just make sure you're doing, just make sure you're doing it at the same time. I recommend doing it at breakfast every morning because then you have the time for it to flush out. You're going pee,
But
you're
it
getting
doesn't
it
have
all
to be
out.
with food, does it?
I don't think it says you have to. I think it's more of a mental thing of like taking it with your breakfast, so it's a ritual kind of thing, so you're not forgetting to take it. Other than that, that's really all I have on nutrition for the nutrition planning. If there's any questions about it, this is the time. Yes?
So on the protein drink, I have a protein that's sugar free. It's got like 1 gram of sugar. Are we cutting sugar out 100% or how many grams?
This is where I like to say balance. So there's a lot of times like the debate on sucralose or like all those like artificial sugars, like in Fairlife protein drinks, like I love those. They literally taste like a melted ice cream from Chick-fil-A, to be specific. But they're like 45 grams of protein in this Fairlife, and it's like 0.3 grams of sugar, and it's from sucralose. But that's where it's like, choose your battles. It's like, I don't really care for that. It doesn't affect me and give me headaches. I know that's why some people don't take like the artificial sweeteners like Splenda and stuff.
It's healthy.
Yeah, so I'm not gonna be that anal about it. Where
And so how many grams of protein would you recommend?
So everyone is different. You wanna hit at least your body weight in protein. So if I weigh 128, I'm trying to get 128 grams of protein in.
A day.
A day.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's where the fitness pal is really important because it's like, you can think, we're all gonna notice it over the next week, you're gonna think a lot more about what you're putting in your body and you're gonna realize a lot of the food that you're eating is really high in fat and extra calories that you don't really eat. There's so many healthy swaps you can do, like Greek yogurt instead of sour cream, like, cause I'm a sour cream girl, you know? Like putting cottage cheese, I know everyone hates that, but if, I did too, but if you blend it in like your pasta sauces for Alfredo or marinara, you cannot taste it, and it's creamy and it adds extra like 20 to 30 grams of protein to your pasta, you know? It's these little swaps that are gonna make it sustainable where it becomes a lifestyle and not just a fad diet that we're all on for 3 weeks. So little swaps like that, and those are things like if you need more help with planning foods and things like that, I'm here and open to it. I love food, so I'm more than happy to help with meal prepping, recipes, any of that. But in your in-body scan too, if you have any questions, I'm leaving time. I wanted to go through this a little quicker so that we leave time after, because I want everyone to set goals with us today. So whether you are one of those 3 where it's like, I want to lose a certain amount of body fat, from your scan, I wanna lose a certain amount of pounds, or I wanna gain lean muscle. You have to be one of those 3 categories. So we're all doing the detox cleanse, which we should be doing 2 to 3 times a year anyways. But those goals is what we wanna know so that we can add it into your apps. So we have to set them through our system as like the managers of it to each of your accounts, and that's gonna help us with accountability. And when we do our weekly check-ins, which are on Tuesdays, so if that's a problem, let us know, because we wanna try to get everyone so that we're not doing what we did this week, which we kinda scattered and like had some people coming at 5, some at like 2, some at 3. It just was so scattered, it was hard for us managers to do it. Yes?
Do you have like an average that they can use or we can use in terms of pound losses, something that we've seen over time, so that we can help them set realistic?
The average is you're losing 5 to 10 pounds. It can
for
be
the whole,
more each person.
Yeah, for
during
the whole program.
21 days.
Okay.
Yeah. So that is dependent though on you. It's dependent on how often you're coming to work out. How strict are you being on nutrition? Are you getting enough sleep to replenish your muscles and give it time to repair? Literally, I would break up percentages as 40% nutrition, 30% working out, 30% sleep. That is how I would break it out. Nutrition is so important because you think about it, you're overloading those muscles working out, you're tearing those muscle fibers, and if you're not eating enough protein, they're just repairing back to normal, unless you're building them with that protein to get that toned lean muscle, right? And the more muscle you have, the more calories that you burn, the more fat you're gonna lose. It's all connected. So
40 nutrition, 30?
that's what I would say, yeah.
What did you say?
40% nutrition, 30% sleep, regeneration, and then 30% working out, cellular workout.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah.
Okay, so basically, like if you look at the meal plan, right? And then your first meal.
Yes.
So for instance, like I did, well, no, I didn't do all that. So this morning I had 2 corn tortillas, I had the egg whites, and then I had vegetables, right, in there. And I had avocado, the fat.
Yeah.
Okay, so I didn't, there was protein there.
Yes.
Some days though, I'll do oatmeal and I'll just do my protein in my oatmeal, but then I won't have, a vegetable. Is that okay?
That's okay. So that's one of the items that aren't here is if you struggle with vegetables or you're worried about not getting enough, we have the greens supplement. So that would be great. And we have one that's just greens, and then we have greens immunity support. So it has like pre and probiotics. So one's like berry mixed and the other one's just like a greens. I don't know what flavor it is. So if you want those, that's more geared towards people who are doing the detox and challenges and the 6-week challenge, because it helps supplement for people who aren't high on the vegetable side. So I would recommend that one. And we're doing pre-sale like for that one up there since we don't have it with us. But yes.
And so I generally do the 8 o'clock class, so I can't eat before. Like,
Yeah,
I
and that's
won't-
where
so
it's
I
totally
go home
fine.
immediately and then I'll have my breakfast.
Yeah, or that's all, yeah, immediately go do that, or if you're on your way to work, that's where meal prepping is gonna come in hand. You can do the egg bites like at Starbucks, or Trader Joe's has them for $3, are really good, the egg bites. Just, that's what I'm saying, like plan ahead. If you know you're coming to work out at a certain time, make sure you're getting a way to get your protein in.
Yeah.
That's where protein shakes come in handy as well.
Well, I guess my question was then if I start like at 9:30 to eat my first meal, then my snack, whatever. Sometimes I end up skipping my later snack because it runs into dinner time.
Yeah.
Do you recommend skipping that snack altogether, or do you recommend me hitting the snack after my dinner if I'm still hungry?
Snacks shouldn't be required.
Yeah, snacks aren't required, but
Okay,
I
wanna make
recommend
sure.
them only because you're not gonna be getting enough protein then.
Right.
Like those snacks can be as simple as a protein shake, a protein bar, and it's like you're gonna see once you start tracking. Normally we're hitting about 30, if you can get 30 grams of protein at breakfast, you're starting off great. You get 30 there, try to hit 30 to 40 at your lunch and dinner, and even then you're only hitting what, 90 to 100?
Right.
So that's where those snacks, I'm saying, and I promise you, once you start doing that, even if the first week you're like, I can't hit the snacks, you're gonna gradually get there and you'll be hungry. You'll be surprised how hungry you're gonna be once you start doing the program consistently, building that muscle. You're gonna get a lot more hungry. You'll be surprised. Any other questions? No? Okay, so write those 3 things down. You need to write, we're gonna break up the time now to, if you need to do your in-body scan, do your in-body scan. If you haven't gone over it with me or one of the trainers, please go over it with one of us. That's gonna be our time to kind of hear your goals out, where you're struggling, where we can help you. It's the personalization time that we're gonna put into each of your programs, as well as, I think that's it, because we want to get your goals onto your app so you guys have that as well. Like I said before, I know some people came in after. Please take your before pictures. I know not everyone likes doing that, but please do it.
I know Kyle said that there would be an additional button added here.
For what?
I don't know, I can't remember what it was. There was the fork and knife, and he showed me how he scanned his food, his barcode.
Yeah, so that's where FitnessPal, there's like on the Connect devices, FitnessPal is one of them as well as like 4 other apps. But FitnessPal connected to it will automatically put it. FitnessPal has where you can say, I ate an Oikos yogurt, and it'll automatically input the calories, the macros, which are carbs, fat, protein, into your diet and take away the calories on your calorie count. So it's really cool. I love that app.
I can't remember where I saw some instructions about how to enable for my FitnessPal to be seen by the trainers.
Yeah, so
But
if you
I followed
connect,
the instructions and there wasn't a button to enable that.
let me check if it automatically does it. Let me see on your account if I can see it already. Because I saw your other stuff, your photos and stuff. Ronnie's on it.
Now, the check-in on Tuesdays, is it okay to do it after a workout, or is it preferred to do it before a workout?
So best results on, if we go off paper, they want you taking it the same time every time, and it has to be before your workout. So that's gonna fluctuate your like fat percentage and water weight when you're doing it after a workout. That's the only reason.
So someone's gonna be here before every class?
I'm here from 9 to 3 every day, and then Kyle covers the morning,
Okay, so
Jason
someone,
covers, yeah,
okay.
so one of us
just so long as
will-
you're here Tuesday.
Yes.
Okay.
And then if you haven't seen in the in-body scan room, we have that big acrylic board, which all of us are doing. Your name will be going up there, and this is why I want the goals. Your name's going up there, your weight's going up there, your goal, which will be, it'll be like plus 10, meaning like you wanna gain 10 pounds of muscle, which is not realistic, but I'm just popping out numbers. Or it'll say like 2% body fat, minus 2% body fat, or minus 8 pounds. And then every weekly check-in, we're gonna write up what your numbers are, and that's gonna be your check-in time with us. No one is gonna plateau. If you plateau, we are gonna be sitting together for probably 10 to 15 minutes going over your workouts, how you're doing your workouts, are you progressing in weight, are you getting enough sleep, because that's important to grow lean muscle, and then we're looking at nutrition. Okay, so if we are cheating, if we are not eating enough protein, that is gonna show right away on your numbers, okay? So if you are struggling at all, or you have any questions, feel free to write us in the app. That's what we're here for. Us trainers are here to help in the whole challenge, to help with meals. You can send a photo, like, is this a good meal? Hey, that's great, maybe add some more vegetables, or more fiber, or more fat. Like, that's what we're here for. We're here to help you, keep you accountable, as well as teaching you how to do this so that you can eventually do it on your own where you don't need us, right? Because that's the ultimate goal.
Are those meal preps?
This is who we partner with, Healthy Meals Kitchen. You can take it, there's a discount code inside. I know we used to have one free meal, which was like a 4-ounce chicken meal that you could try. I will try to get those cards or ask them for more, because that'd be nice for you guys to try it before you buy it.
Program, then you can get a meal,
Yeah, you can buy one meal, you can, it says it in here, like there's certain days, put in your orders by Monday and Thursday by 5:30 p.m. So if you wanna just do a week of meals, like 3 lunches, you can just do that, just let them know and they'll make it and have it ready for you. Oh, there they are, so pick them up, that's one free meal, I think it's like a 4-ounce chicken meal that you can choose from, for free. So that's already one day taken away, one meal, not a day. Any other questions?
Where do you get that one meal?
At Healthy Meals Kitchen, so it's here in Huntington.
Oh, you just drive
It's a
over there and say,
local-
here's my card, give me one meal.
It's
Okay.
a local place, you can order online, you can
Well, I don't
call.
know, I'm just.
Yeah, it's a small
I'll
business,
try
so
it
they're
and I'll
super
come back
cool.
for it.
Yeah.
Look,
Oh, that was the other thing, so besides your goals and stuff, let us know how many days you plan to come in, please.
She smiles.
So I can hold you
No.
accountable.
Do you, in the app, you want that, or you
No,
want
we're
us to-
gonna talk, like, so
Okay.
when you did your in-body scan, the idea of that was that I would get at least 5 to 10 minutes with you, but it ended up happening where we were trying to get everyone in this week. People were coming in like 5 minutes before or 10, and then it's like, we just started talking about what the numbers meant, and then it's
Right.
like, class is starting, we didn't have the time. So stick around if that's something you need and didn't get to do, especially if you didn't get to go over your body scan with me. Cause there's a lot of numbers on there, and I'll break it down for you.
Oh, no, I didn't
Okay.
get to go over.
Oh, okay.
So Tuesday, the 28th is gonna be our next,
Yes, so we
Check-in?
start, no. We're starting that Monday. I'm guessing we're gonna be doing our first check-in the following.
okay, whatever day.
Why
Yeah,
is,
yeah.
Second.
why is it showing starting Monday on the calendar, it's showing 2 hit things? It says-
Okay, so one, that was what we were saying. So if you're enrolled in the challenge, now that's gonna mess me up. It's either gonna be red or green. It's one
It's
of those.
green.
They're
We
both
had this,
green.
okay, Kyle and I had this talk, and I was like, I think it's red. No, it's green.
They're both green though.
Yeah, so one of them should be at least green.
Mine are both green, hit.
So we.
Yeah.
class.
If it's both there, it doesn't matter, as long as you're clicking that you finished it, I know that you came, I know that you did your HIT class, and that's one of the ones you needed to hit. So, I recommend coming at least 3 to 4 times. 4 times would be a nice sweet spot to see good results. The more you come, the more results you're gonna get, the less you come, the less side you're gonna get of the results. So, exercise is one of those one things I always say, it's not common in life that you put in the effort and actually get what you put in out of it. So if you're working hard and putting in the effort, you're good on your nutrition, you're gonna see results. If you're slacking off, you have a cheat meal here and there, it's gonna show. We're either not gonna be as dramatic in our results, or you're gonna hit a plateau. So I'm a very blunt and open person, and so please be that with me. If you're struggling or you're like, I had a donut last night, just tell me. We all mess up. I do that all the time, but it's the accountability of being able to feel safe with us and no judgment, where we can be comfortable. And if I'm really craving something like that, what could I do to curb it, or what could I actually eat that's actually yummy to help kill the sugar craving? Because I'm a huge sweet tooth. I have to have something sweet after every meal. So yeah, even if it's just like an Oreo or two, but I can't do that. Yeah. So I'm right there with you. I'm gonna be doing it too. I've never been successful, but I've always done it like with my mom or sister, like for 2 weeks, like, oh, let's do a fast or a cleanse, and it never works. So
How about healthy options for cocktail hour?
cocktail hour, that is one thing I mean, everyone knows we're cutting out alcohol and processed foods and sugar, right? So alcohol is one, I'm telling you, it's 3 weeks. We can do it.
There's no such thing as a healthy alcohol.
Yeah, there is no alternative there. Maybe like, if you like smoking, you go
It's
there.
poison.
But, yeah. Alcohol is a hard one because I'm like a social drinker. I do it to let loose. I like to do it with my friends. It's a fun thing. We don't abuse it ever, right? But you do, if you look up how many calories are in like 1 shot of alcohol, that will push you through this, because you're gonna have to come in and work it off if you're gonna be having, I'm pretty sure it's like 1 shot of, I think tequila is the cleanest alcohol to have. It's easiest for your body to process, but the other ones, it's still high in calorie. They're like 200 calories for a shot. Anywhere from like 140 to 200, don't quote me. But it's a lot for 1 shot, or 1 beer, or 1 wine, and it adds up, because we never just have one, right? We have one, and we're like, oh, just 1 more, and then after that, you have like 10. And that's really gonna hurt your progress. So we can do it together. We're all doing it. I'm doing it. Rob's on the fence.
Yeah. It is a 21
I will
day
try my best.
detox, so.
Yeah, but 21 days.
Yeah.
That's only 3 weeks. The 6-week one, I could be like, ooh, we'll see.
Yeah.
But 21
yeah.
days, it's 3 weeks. That's only 3 weekends. That we just have to be like water. It's fine. Get a Diet Coke. I know some people are like, no Diet Coke, aspartame. But once again, pick your fights. So, any other questions?
No, I'd like to add, protein is gonna be the hardest part of
Yeah.
the meal prepping, but if you can knock that out, you can easily add vegetables or something. You know, the other stuff is easy. Meal prep your chicken, your turkey, whatever. Crock pot
Yeah.
season.
Or if you
Yeah.
have an air
You can
fryer,
live off that.
that is my best friend. Like
Yeah.
I cook chicken nuggets in that and pizza bites for my kids all day, and I didn't realize
Yeah.
I use it more than them.
Yeah.
Salmon in there is so easy because I hate the mess of fish. I hate the smell and stuff.
Yeah.
It's so easy. You throw it in there, air fry. It's crispy on the outside, juicy on the inside. You can Google temperature and stuff to do.
Yeah.
Chicken breast, you can throw like 3 chicken breasts in there. Not deal with the gross pan and stuff of it. It cooks it through, it's moist, and you can just keep it in a container in your fridge. That's the like cheap way of doing meal prep is have your proteins cooked and in like a big container, because then you can just throw it into our tortilla, throw it into a salad, munch on it for a snack before you go hangry, you know? It's all about the prep of it. So if we can prep and prepare, you'll be successful. It's when you scramble and don't have anything, that's where you kind of get desperate. And I do that. That's the only way I know about that. So prepare, prepare, prepare. Any other questions about anything? Be mindful of your cooking oils is my only other thing. You'll be surprised how much you don't need when you're cooking. Same with salt.
Especially with air fryer.
Yeah, especially with the air fryer, you don't even need really like any oil. It's so nice. They do say on here they have that like 0-calorie cooking spray
Yeah, that's.
that you can use. I don't use that, but if you're really someone that needs your cooking spray, there you go. Other than that, oh, the last thing, if you get, just for people who, this is situational, if you get really hungry at night or the sugar craving late at night, we do have a dessert protein. So the difference with that from these ones are quick digesting. That's usually what we want after a workout. We want to get that protein in. This one is the opposite. So it's a slow digesting protein so that it keeps you full longer all night. Okay? So we also have that for pre-sale if you are one of those that are like 9 o'clock, if you're still awake then. You need something or you're really hungry, and that's where we kind of munch on little like popcorns and things. That's a great thing to add to your supplement stack. Any other questions on the detox supplement or nutrition, meal prepping, any of that? I am gonna post in the group probably tomorrow. I'll get a show of hands, not right now, show of hands on the app. If you wanna do that meal swap thing, it's super helpful. Like we tried to do a detox cleanse before at my old gym. There was maybe like 6 of us girls that were doing it. We all chose one meal. Like I did tofu lettuce wraps. I made 7 of them. Another girl made like breakfast burritos for us, and then we all met and we just swapped one so that you have a meal for the whole day of the week and you only had to make one, and clean up's super easy. So we'll do that. That's what I mean though by the app is like it's our own little group, so let's help each other out, meal prep, ideas, things like that. Okay? Okay, that's all I got. So if you have any questions, you can pull me aside. If you, everyone needs to set their goals. So whether you meet with me, B, Ray, Lexi, one of us, just, it's a quick thing. You can be like, hey, I wanna lose like 5 pounds. You can be as realistic or not that you want. Don't go over 10. Let's set ourselves up for success.
I did my thingamabob, the thing, the in-body scan,
Oh, yeah,
yes,
yeah.
there. Can I borrow it just to kind of look at?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, for sure. And I can pull it up too. You can send it to your phone and have it.
Yeah, I wanna
We can print it out again so you can have a copy, whichever one. Yeah.
Mine's good, right?
Yeah.
No.
So yeah, when you grab one of us, or if you want to write it down on a piece of paper and just hand it to us, I need your goal, how many times you plan on coming a week, and then anywhere that you're struggling that need help.
Hi. My mother got me the gym last few months ago.
We looked at yours.
She didn't have bought the one I got. Isn't that jet pool? Oh. Where's my phone?
Yeah. Okay. And then anything that you're struggling.
Yeah, I just you might start.
Good on nutrition.
Probably snapping and getting up.
Meal prep the,
Yeah.
she wants me to like 5
I've nobody yet, but tomorrow I'm gonna go like chicken or turkey.
Okay, awesome. And then, how are you on water? Water's good.